Chapter 137 contained a lot of emotion and conveyed it in a spectacular way. Isayama has been building up this final arc with all its tension, and we finally get to see a quote-unquote end. The conversation between Zeke and Armin about what life is about was fantastic. It granted some final character development for Zeke, who thought life was only to reproduce to avoid death and to avoid fear, which kind of ties into his euthanization plan he wanted to conduct, to rid the Eldians of their purpose of life and to rid them of multiplying more and more to escape discrimination, all racism, by not creating any more Eldians so that the remaining Eldians can live peacefully until their last days and have the world be at peace as well. Using that narrow-minded mindset, thinking that was the only way to save the Eldians, Armin then says that he thinks the purpose of life is to build these bonds, to build these precious memories to look back on and cherish and enjoy, to appreciate the little things in life. Is looking at it face value. Yes, life is meaningless, has the same fate arrives for every person, but that journey, that adventure is no different. No life is the same, no matter how similar a sequence of events in one's life can be. This then can tie back to Ymir, who just wanted to be connected with people and to have people who she can make memories and connections with. She made paths so that all her people and all aliens can live and connect with one another, where neither life nor death exists. She wanted to leave behind abuse and discrimination, but not to die or cut off ties with life. Armin explains this to Zeke as well, whilst picking up a leaf, and when Armin picks up the leaf, Zeke sees a baseball. That baseball is what makes Zeke remember the memories he had with the last Beast Titan user, who was essentially a father figure for him, playing catch with him. A simple game of just throwing and catching a ball was such a precious memory and made life all the more enjoyable in those moments. Looking back on those past memories brings joy. Zeke says that, yes, this game was pointless, but he would have just much rather just spend his time playing catch for the rest of his life. Zeke has played a vital role to this whole climax of the story. Being of royal blood and Aaron's older brother, Zeke trusted wanting to protect him, to guide him on the path of life, and to teach him things that their father couldn't. He felt as if Grisha was a man who brainwashed Aaron into being the way he is, and Zeke felt the need to save his younger brother. Aaron needs Zeke as Zeke needs Aaron. Zeke needed Aaron to fulfill what he thought was his purpose in life, as Aaron just wanted to use Zeke so he could fulfill his dream and to be free and give freedom to his people. We snap to the Alliance falling apart, and we see the Alliance's Titan allies and beloved characters helping the Alliance, showing that these bonds that you build can help you later, and Mikasa isn't going to waste this opportunity to save Armin, and goes to the Titan that is holding Armin hostage and rescues Armin. We see Levi and Gabby watching as these Titans save their comrades, and there's a small text box calling out, "Hey." This is Zeke talking to Levi and calling him over from inside one of the Finding Titan's bones. Levi is in shock, and his heart is pounding as he sees the person he needs to kill to fulfill that promise he made to Erwin, what I believe to be his Ackerman host, and is just in his blood to finish how things started. Zeke in his final moments realizes how beautiful the world is and wishes he realized it earlier rather than being busy slaughtering people. Levi finally beheads Zeke, something us, the audience, has been waiting for, and Levi has been waiting for. With a look of realization of what he did, the promise he fulfilled. This may call for the end of Levi, though. He has fulfilled his duty and promised to Erwin and is in critical condition already. Killing Zeke, finally getting that revenge, has left him empty inside and unsatisfied, as he was just giving it to him. Levi may not take appreciation and be relieved that he killed Zeke, as he was just handed it, Levi is the one who stopped the rumbling, but that was only a part of his goal, and killing Zeke was the main priority. To have it happen so quick and to feel nothing from Levi indifferent for his life, for the rest of his life, and may now be able to die at peace, as maybe as soon as the next chapter. With the beheading of Zeke, the rumbling stops, as with the source of royal blood gone, there is now no source to keep the rumbling going, which I think was another reason why Zeke was trapped in paths, as Eren couldn't keep in contact with him and keep hold of him, which makes sense because he could have already started the rumbling long ago when he touched Astoria. Jean speeds towards the detonator and blows up Eren's neck with it falling to the ground. Reiner takes the spine and stops it from reattaching to Eren's head, holding it still. Armin thanks all the Titan shifters as he is held up like a savior and says goodbye to Eren, blowing up the place, with Mikasa looking distraught at the sight of this nuke, of this huge blow up in the Founding Titan's vicinity. The chapter ends Armin being a hero, a savior of the world, essentially killing Eren, the threat to the whole world. But that's most likely not the end of this war, as there's still 2 more chapters left, and with the context of the final panel that's been talked about, with Eren holding what looks like a baby and saying "you are free," we can assume that Eren's not actually in the head, as some people have already theorized, and is still impaired. He's using the Warhammer Titan's ability, being able to control the Titan without being in the nape through a crystal with the cord attached to it. With Eren using Historia's baby and holding it, as I said, saying "you are free," I think that would be extremely interesting and genius. And that's all I have for this review. So I thank you for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe. I have more content on the way, pretty much daily, and so be on the lookout for those. Get a good night's rest, and I'll see you guys later.